I got into the field of marriage counseling when I experienced a tough marriage for myself. And that started out young. My wife and I were in undergrad in college. We've been together actually 17 years, and we were dating. And within a year, we were pregnant with our first son. And I went to my school's university counseling center at the time and looked around, and there was no one in there that looked like me. There were no men, there were no persons of color. So I did what a lot of Christians do. I go to my pastor, and my pastor did a great job of supporting me through prayer and mentorship, but he wasn't a licensed trained therapist, so he didn't want to practice outside of his scope. But at the time, therapy wasn't as popular as it's starting to be now, so there wasn't a referral to a clinician. I then go home to my wife, a new baby, and I'm struggling. We're going through a tough time. There are arguments. There's threats to leave. At the time, we weren't established in our careers. We hadn't graduated yet. There was no employment, so money was tight. And we just figured it out the hard way. And that looked like reading different material. We studied a lot of different programs. We did the DARE, the Love Dare, Fireproof. We read John Gottman's books. We read Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages. And from this process, after about 5 years and just putting that work in, we look up one day and we're like, hey, we made it. And I wanted to then go back to school and get a master's degree so I could help other couples that were young and new to marriage like myself and my wife were. And that's what got me into the field.